couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change in the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense as they take control of the football first. And here comes LaNorris Sellers. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out. Sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. Running inside, it's McAllister. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down for this offense. On the run, it's McAllister. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sellers through the noise. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun on third down, Sellers finds his target down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Running the red zone. It's Fuller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
So the Oklahoma Sooners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Give to the back. There's a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Put his foot in the ground and turn it upfield and turn it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Gives it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run inside. It's McAllister. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches.
There's some room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. It's on target and complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sellers fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. He's there to make the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. It'll be third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's got it down the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Carolina. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Switch it. Running inside. It's Avant. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quick strike complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And run inside. It's McAllister. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down,
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's McAllister. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go, ready.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Norman. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is looking their...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
From the red zone, it's Avant. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
To the air, it's Mateer. Now improvising. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's McAllister. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Maybe some room here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Fuller. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play fake, Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's McAllister.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Now here's Sellers. Got his man in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with the back. Could be an alley. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This drive will open from the 15. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll try the counter. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go. Ready. Red, 54, red. Ready to go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Mateer. On target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Going for the marker on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Slithers into space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And we'll see if this is an issue the rest of the way. They have no way to stop the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. The run inside. It's McAllister. Picks up the 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little...
Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Going for the goal line. Touchdown Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation. Well, that's now the second missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously his team takes the lead.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Running inside, it's McAllister. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. The run inside. It's Avant. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because he'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On target. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. To the air, it's Mateer. Keeps looking downfield. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I've got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.